Have you ever found yourself opening an old file, clearing out the data? Maybe it was from last month or last week or an expense report. You clear out the old data, enter the new data, and hope you remember not to save over the old one and do a save as instead?
Yes, all the time.
So a lot of us will do that. We want to make sure that instead of having to worry about that and clear out the old data, we can just use a template and streamline all of that.
Now, what's a template?
You're actually always using a template in Excel. It's just the basic settings like your fonts and your colors and all the defaults. But what we want to look at is a template that already has some data and maybe some headings, that type of thing. So you can just consistently reuse it. You're not copying and pasting old stuff or opening old files or just redoing it every time. So we're going to look at two kinds of templates. One is the built-in templates. So let's look and see what Excel provides for us. If you just go to the File tab, and you've probably seen this in the list at some point, just go to File New.
Okay.
And you've got all that whole list of templates. And we talked briefly about these in one of the very first lessons when we opened Excel. But if you just look through there, you'll see all sorts of things that you could potentially use.
There's personal monthly budget, monthly company budget, even weekly chore schedule.
Exactly. So personal, work related, all sorts of things. And if you don't see what you want, there's actually a search at the top that you can use to help you find ones that are going to be useful for you. So you'll see one in here that's a simple invoice. Why don't we just open that one, take a look at it.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and create.
Oh, look, it's already done for me. Awesome.
Exactly. So all you would have to do is just tweak it for your business, obviously, and then you could just reuse this every time by putting in the unique information. So you can easily use the built-in ones.
So how do I go about creating my own template?
Right, because you won't always want to use these built-in ones. So we actually have a file open that has some sales data in it.
Okay.
So we have 3 sheets across the bottom for desktops, phone, and tablets, and it's for the 4 different quarters. So we can assume that we're going to want to put different data in here every time. And if you take a look at the phone sheet, we've already cleared out the 4 quarters worth of data. So what we're going to do is just go to the desktop sheet again, and we're just going to clear out these numbers because that's what's going to change. And then we're going to leave all the headings and the formatting because we assume that stays pretty consistent. So we're going to delete that data. So now we're ready to save this as a template. So there's really only 2 things you need to know about how to use your own templates. One is how to save it, and one is how to open it. And I know you know how to save and open files, but with templates, it's just a little different on both of those. We save it just a little differently, and we open it just a little differently. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to File, Save As.
Save as.
And we'll go ahead and browse. So it named it Product Sales by Quarter, which is fine. We can just keep that name. But here's what's a little different as far as saving it as a template. Notice right underneath the file name it says Save as Type, and it's saving it as a workbook. Go ahead and click on that down arrow.
There's a lot of options to choose from.
Exactly. So the one we're looking for is Excel template. So go ahead and find that in the list.
All right. Now can I click Save after that?
I just want to point out one thing to you before you do. As soon as you hit Excel template, I want you to notice that the location for the files change. So now it says Custom Office Templates is the folder that it's putting it in. So we're not putting it on our shared drive or our personal drive or not even our C drive, anywhere like that. We're going to put it in the folder that Excel puts it in. All right, that's the default. If you don't put it there, you're not going to be able to open it as a template. Everybody wants to save it in their own location. Don't do that. Excel knows what it's doing. All right, so just trust it. And we'll go ahead and choose Save.
All right.
So now it's saved it, so we're going to test it. So let's just go ahead and close this file. And remember I told you that saving them is just a little different. You have to save it as a template, and then we open them just a little differently. As a matter of fact, we don't actually open them. What we do is we create a new file based on that template. So where did you find the templates before, the ones that were built in?
Went to File. Okay, I'm going to click New, and then there's my templates.
Exactly. Now those are the built-in ones. Here's what I want you to look for. Look up at the very top underneath New where it says Office, and right beside that there's now a button that says Personal. Go ahead and click on it.
And there's my template.
That's the one you just saved. So the ones here are going to be all the ones that you saved and created as templates.
Okay.
And then you can open them. So what this does is it creates a new file based on this template. Now, if you open the template any other way, you're going to open the original. But when you do it this way, go ahead and click on it.
Okay. And there it is.
There it is. So we're going to look at the title of this file. It says Product Sales by Quarter, and it says 1 after it. So we didn't open the original template. What we did is we created a new file based on that template. So now you just enter the data, and when you're done, you just save it. It won't let you save over the original, so you're done. And then maybe next week or next month or next year, when you need to use it again, how are you going to use that template?
I'm going to click on File and then click on New.
And when you go to Personal, template will still be there. You just create a new one and you're good to go. And you can save as many templates as you want.
Templates are a great way to save time and to reuse my workbooks.
Exactly.